All right, hello, and welcome back to the Crossword vlog, aka Clog Friday edition, and honestly, kind of nerve-wracking edition. We're on sort of a ridiculous pace here, with basically every single puzzle being a personal best. And so the the expectations, at least my expectations, are high, but there's no really reason to believe that I would have any better chance of solving this quickly than any other random Friday puzzle. Um, but my thinking here is I set a really good time on my best week ever here, a 10:33. Gonna be pretty hard to beat that. I guess my record here isn't my real record. I think I've had a sub 10 Friday though. But yeah, I guess we'll never really know that. So 10:33, I think that's like a good place to aim for. I've left myself some buffer room, so like an 11 or even like a low 12 would be okay. But I think I'll be really disappointed if I start bumping up over that. But I maybe just be setting myself up for disappointment. Looking here, I do like the shape. If we can make some progress on these fives, that could really just explode outwards. So let me take a sip of the water and let's get it started. Okay, instrument. Okay, Arabic numerals. No idea. Claustrophobe's desire. Open space, maybe? Caitlin Olsen. Pico. E. Lip filler here. EPA, I guess. Kong. Scallions. NFL teams. Silence. Base for a bust. Um, Tenet here. Plinth. Fidget tent. Um, Baking. Teachers? No, I don't think that makes sense. Barrage. Um, Flame someone. Creates. I'm gonna put that there. Blood donor. Donor. Um, I lost. Maybe nuts. Bok choy. Ticked off a list, I guess. School, probably LSU. Yankees. No net. Furies, I guess. No Furies. Is that a thing? Hordes. Hordes. Hmm. Or hordes. Okay, I just don't know how to spell. Um, okay. Okay, we'll come back to that. Um, Chango or something. Charge. Offered. Greek letter. Alpha. Or no, Sigma, of course. Took D. Emperor. Subjects. Incas. Mirthless. Glum, maybe? Also be grim. Booked. One of a kind individual. 12 pages. Ecological biome here. Overhead. Box light. Something like that. Ask me. Okay. Colonial homes. Okay, there's probably blogs. Beach bum. Use me. Muses. Foes. Fire. Fight. Something like that. Preceding periods. Ease. Laverne, I believe. Healed. Maybe. Maybe wasted. Bar. Trivia. Wasted like drunk. Um, can I? Celeb. Bit of fast food. Killed. Hair roll or something. Hmm. By via. Bracket. Dins. Noise. Onion ring. Hmm. Felt on, I guess. Okay. Take all these together. Alakazam. Seized. I before E. In. Could be wrong. Tap in. Offered. Bid. Treats again. Retapes. Charge. It's Adele. Hagar the Horrible. Hagar. I guess a harp. Run at. A duo. Polka. Geneticist. Geneticist. Grim in Ant Farms. Colonel. Enron. I'm just so bad at spelling. Um, Largo or something. Te amo. Booked rooms. Forms. Largo. Rare. Bird. Kicked ass. Felt okay. Okay. Rags. Booed. Houston. Drum solo. Oats. A list. Mania. Boom mic. Fire. Salt. Hearts. I'll do peekaboo. Wilson. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What can you say about that? 8 minute, 1 second Friday. This is just getting ridiculous. I would not be surprised if that was my actual fastest Friday ever. Um, yeah, we're looking at a sub 30 minute work week. Remember when we started this challenge, it was the 1 hour work week. Um, and now we've done the 30-minute work week. Kind of insane. Leaving myself an average of 16 minutes and 50 seconds for the remaining two puzzles. Just, I cannot believe it, honestly. I don't know what's going on this week. I don't think it's just me. I think the puzzles have been easy. But let's go ahead and admire it. I didn't even really like think about this one. I just like I knew that this square was potentially wrong, so I was like, okay, I'll just spam all the vowels. I've never heard of certs to be honest. And a fire sale, I guess if you're doing sort of like a yard sale situation. Um, so first, what I liked about this, it was fairly interconnected. I do tend to like these sort of staircase things. Um, I would say it's not like the most interconnected ever. Um, and there was some pretty solid longer fill in here. I think in particular this bottom uh, stack was quite solid. I liked the misdirection on blood donor. Geneticist, nothing wrong with that. Um, And this is sort of a cute misdirection as well, a reappearing act. When it's crossing this magician stuff, you're sort of thinking in that magician mindset. But in fact, it was peekaboo. Um, I think in general, this has a pretty solid amount of good and interesting fill. Definitely some suspect stuff as well, of course. You know, HOU, not ideal. Um, but I don't know, maybe I just didn't really notice it while I was solving, but I really didn't have any problems with any of the fill, I guess other than certs. Maybe including this as certifications, I would have appreciated a little bit more. Um, Also the Sigma cluing was pretty funny. Yeah, overall, I think this is really just a very solid Friday puzzle. Rare bird. I guess it's cute. Not something I'm super familiar with as a phrase, but I'm sure I've heard it before. Yeah, overall, I thought this was quite a solid effort. I enjoyed it a lot. Although of course I'm biased. I'm giving this one a 7 out of 10. I thought it was a lot of fun. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.